Okay, here's the 3D printed Jupiter project, the wind-up original version. The head's a little bit different. I got a little bit too boxy here. There's more of a curve, a little narrower. Should have brought that in just a smidgen more. Other than that, pretty darn close. This one's not completely, the head's not glued together because I wanted to be able to show you what's going on inside. And let's see, let's get this out of the way. And I'll hold it first just to make sure that I can show you. So we've got the rotating antennas, we've got the flashing lights, you've got your moving arms, you've got your walking action. So basically, I'm going to pull the back of the head off here. So basically you've got a 3D printed axle with the pulley. It's got the belt drive coming up. It's going to go around that and then just sit in there. Got the flashing LED, which actually just goes, solders straight down to the top of the motor, is angled in. What else? Let's say I want to be able to get in there when the new 3 volt, the 5 volt regulators arrive, so I can replace my adjustable one that's in there with one of the new ones to see how it works. If I glue the head on, I can't really lift the body off at that point because the belt would be there. I guess when I do glue the head together, I'm going to go ahead and use like the E3000, 6000, whatever the number is on that. And I'll probably just maybe tack it to 2 places. Well, maybe here and maybe the top. That way, if I need to get in there, I could slice it with a razor blade and pry the back off. Then I could release, because the body's going to be held on with 2 screws. That way I could still get in there. I think that might be the best plan for that. As far as a close-up of what's going on here, this piece came off kind of defective, so I had to print it again. But basically I designed this front shell part, and then the red translucent grill part that fits in there. And you see it fits in like that. But you have to hand paint the highlight for the grill and then glue it in place. In case you didn't see it, the highlights are on there. So it isn't that hard to come in with a brush and your silver paint and just hit those highlights. Again, this is a translucent red. And here's the back of the head part. The antenna axle, so you can see it's this one long blue axle prints. The pulleys print in halves. I've separated them so you can see there's this half and this half. That way they can both lay flat. This is just another part of a pulley that's going to be used as a stop when this is all in place. The pulleys would be set up something like that so that the shaft can't move too much. You would like glue that one in place as a stop and this one in place for that pulley. And of course you wrap the belt around it first. You need to clean these out to make sure that they're smooth and maybe sand down like I have on this, the shaft. I can still feel this one's still pretty gritty, so I'll have to do some more sanding on this one. Get that down there. And right now I'm using a belt. I found a bunch of belts on eBay that can be sold for repairing old machinery like VCRs and cassette decks and that kind of stuff. For like $6 they send you 50 belts of various sizes from like 40 millimeter up to 130 millimeter measured, folded like this. And this is something like, what is this? I think it was like 55 millimeter folded. But you could 3D print one in TPU, because this is TPU. It's not as stretchy as the real rubber, but a person could go that route if they had to. Let me see. Let's take a look at the screen here, because I think I saved. Come on. All right. I think I saved the belt information, so you'll know what to search for. Black rubber drive belts. So I'm in the US, so I picked one that was shipped from the US. There were a bunch of them that shipped from China, but you can see black rubber drive belt for cassette player, recorder, repair, replacement, 50 pieces. So you spend like $6.75, and that's with free shipping. So it's dirt cheap. Let's see if any of these gave any more information here. Thickness is down here. Yeah, length from 4.5 centimeters. Well, doesn't say centimeters. Folded length 4.5 clear up to 130 millimeters. There's just all kinds of shapes, so I just picked out the ones that were closest to what looked like it was going to work. So, if you guys want to look for belts, it's actually much cheaper to buy the belts than it is to buy TPU and try printing a belt and hoping that it all works out, because you just never know. Okay, I guess once I get the voltage regulators in, then I'll do a build video on the blue plastic parts. They were actually the first parts which I had printed. And so yeah, wait for the build video if it's something you want to do, and at that point the files will be up on Thingiverse. And I think that's about all I have to say right now.